relaxation, deep sleep, or spiritual growth, let yourself be guided by Cory. My name is Cory. Let's meditate together. First of all, make sure that your spine is nice and straight and close down your eyes. Make sure that your hands are comfortable on your lap or on your knees. Start to pull your attention inside. So let go of your surroundings, let go of your day, wherever you're at, if possible. Start to just focus on that blackness that you see inside of your mind with your eyes closed. When we first close our eyes, it looks black. Sometimes there's shapes. Sometimes there might be light coming in windows around your space, wherever you're at. But most of it just looks black and empty and open, right? So let's focus into that blackness, that space. Start to stare into it. As if you're stood at the end of a corridor and you're staring down this big, wide open space. Let's play with that and imagine that we're standing at the top of a corridor. There's loads and loads of doors with different numbers on. Like when you're in a hotel, one of those really big hotels, and it just goes on forever and ever, and it's a lot of doors on the left and a lot of doors on the right. On the right, you're going to find all the odd numbers, and you're going to go to door number 9. So I'd like you to start to walk down the corridor a little bit until you stop at door number 9. And just stop and face the door when you get there. Number 9 symbolizes completion. Alpha and Omega. Number 9 stands for Omega, completion. And as we stand here in front of number 9, beyond this door, you're going to be able to access that higher aspect of who you are, that part of your soul that communicates with you. Different clues, different metaphors, different signs all the time with you throughout the day, in your dream space. So when we go through this door, number 9, on the other side, you're going to find yourself on a platform out in the middle of the cosmos, as if you're standing on a platform in the middle of space. On 1, you'll open the door. On 2, you'll walk through the doorway. And on 3, you'll close the door behind you and find yourself standing on that platform, being able to stare out at all the stars and the planets in the middle of space, ready to go through. 1, 2, 3. First of all, just look down at your feet. Look down at the platform and look down at your feet. And then as you look up, start to look from left to right, taking your time, looking at all the wonder there in front of you. Take a nice big deep breath all the way down to your abdomen and realize that you're standing on the edge of the universe. And from this space, you can call upon your higher self. You can call upon your guides, angels, masters. Today, you're going to call upon your higher self. In just a few moments, I'd like you to telepathically just say, "Will my higher self, in whichever form it feels natural, please come forward and communicate with me? Will my higher self, in whichever form it feels natural, to please come forward and communicate with me?" Just say that a few times in your mind telepathically, and whatever wants to come forward to communicate with you, keep your mind open and let that be the case. Maybe it's a light. Maybe you can actually see the form of a being. Just communicate that request over and over. Will my higher self please come forward to communicate with me? And just be patient and allow it to come. You may get a sense or a feeling of a presence rather than a visual. Just breathe and relax. And whether you see your higher self or whether you sense your higher self, starting to communicate with that part of your soul. Ask your higher self, how do I start to live from a place of not caring so much? How do I start to live from a place where I can tap more into my wild side? Nice, long, slow, deep breaths, and just sense, relax. Communication can come in many different forms. It can sound like your own voice inside of your head. It can sound outside of your head, as if it's coming from another being. If you can see your higher self, the mouth may be talking and the sound may come out of their mouth. So just be open to different ways of hearing the communication. How can I tap into that part of me that doesn't care so much about what everybody else thinks? To just be able to be myself. And just listen. If you're anything like me, you may get visuals. My guides talk to me metaphors in pictures, so I tend to see pictures. And then from that space, I can interpret what those pictures mean. And if I don't understand what it is that they're showing me, or my higher self is showing me, I communicate with them and say, "Can you explain? Please explain what you mean," so that I get a really clear picture of an understanding of what it is that they're showing me. Ask in a different way. Ask this question of your higher self. How can I start to live for myself instead of living for others? Ask your higher self, is there anything that's been stopping me from living completely authentically? Is there anything that's been stopping me from living authentically? Ask if your higher self can show you a scene of you actually living more carefree, more on the wild side, not caring so much about what others think. Ask if your higher self can show you and look into that space there in front of you and watch you living in that way. Watch yourself being that person. Ask your higher self to show you living in your power. That confident knowing of who you are. What does that look like and feel like? Take a nice big deep breath for me and pull your attention back into yourself as you stand there on that platform looking out into space, into the universe. Take a nice big deep breath. Allow your higher self to just kind of fade. Go back to where it came from, that presence. And what I'd like you to do is start to focus on your solar plexus. That's your third chakra, and it resonates and permeates and energizes all around your upper abdomen, above your belly button. It's the color of the sun, bright yellow. Start to just feel that space in your body for me. Be aware of your upper tummy. Feel whether it feels open and spacious or whether it feels tight. Take a breath down into your tummy and see if you can loosen your tummy up. Just make it relax a little bit more. And then using all the light that's out there in front of you, all the yellow beams of light that would be in that color spectrum of all the stars and the planets. Imagine that you're attracting all that light into your solar plexus, starting to breathe deeper breaths and pulling it towards you. Pulling the light into your own body, your own being. Seeing this light activating this source of power within your solar plexus, giving you more confidence, more self-esteem, more self-worth, trusting in yourself and in your power. Just imagine that you're pulling all that light towards your abdomen and you're really, really stoking the fire of your solar plexus, building it, preparing yourself for when you come out of your meditation that you feel more activated, more stronger, more ready to just live in your wild side a little bit more, be more carefree, because you're confident and you know who you are. Just enjoy that light coming into your being. Imagine it's filling up your stomach, going down your legs, up into your torso, traveling throughout your entire body. You're receiving an IV of bright yellow golden light. I'm going to count to 3, and you'll find yourself back outside of the door with the number 9 on it, completely full, recharged, ready for whatever comes your way. 1, 2, 3. back in the corridor, just taking one final look left and right at all the doors. And then when I count to 3, you can actually open your eyes and come back into your own reality. 1, 2, 3. Coming back into the space, feeling confident, feeling fully charged, ready to go out there and just be a little bit wild. Just a smidgen of wildness. Namaste, my friends.